State wildlife officers have repeatedly put out the word not to feed bears, especially in neighborhoods where they are regular guests.
So what happens when folks in a neighborhood play by the rules and they still have bear issues?
WESH 2's Dave McDaniel joins us live in Heathrow where this dilemma is playing out. Dave?
Well, it certainly is playing out, Jen. These neighbors say that they are not ringing the dinner bell for bears. They're keeping their garage doors shut. They're making sure they're careful with their trash and their pet food, even their bird feeders. They're saying they're doing all the things to be bear aware. So what's the issue? Acorns. Look at the ground here. The ground here is littered with acorns, and that is true in many of the areas here in Heathrow, and really nobody can be blamed for that. Michelle Teagarden says she has to restrain her dog on her own screened-in porch.
But I have to tie him, so should a bear come, and they do. I see them every day.
Bears are becoming a common sight. John Symes sent us some photos of his resident bears.
Some of them seem to be losing their fear of human beings.
Often when bears become a nuisance issue, people have left pet food or trash within easy reach. In Heathrow right now, it's an abundance of acorns on the ground, food bears are supposed to eat.
And Heathrow residents are doing a fabulous job of keeping their garbage secure, keeping the garage doors closed.
So if neighbors are doing the right thing and bears are becoming guests who won't leave, what next?
I love animals, and I think really we are the one taking their territory.
But she feels relocation of the bears is the best option.
I think it's up to us to find some forest where they can gather and eat well.
She's not alone.
If they move into the neighborhood and they become a real nuisance and overpopulate a neighborhood, then we have to do something about it. We have to manage the situation.
FWC has put a trap out. One bear's been moved already. Moving a small number is the only option on the table right now.
We have no plans to euthanize any of these bears. These bears will be relocated to the forest.
And euthanasia is not on the table because the bears are not being aggressive. They're simply being bears, and they're eating a lot of acorns. Now, as far as this situation, FWC hopes that if they trap a few bears, and they're really not putting out a number, but they're hoping if they reduce the numbers somewhat, they can put people at ease and get the bears to move along. Reporting live in Seminole County, Dave McDaniel, WESH 2 News.